Okay, testing, one, two, testing. Okay, I haven't went live in a while. So comments on stage. Okay, that's not it. Okay, I haven't went live in a while, so I'm trying to see how it goes. Hey, Miss Parker. Hey, sis. Hey, y'all. I haven't went live in a while, but I decided to date this morning. I decided to, hey, Miss Faith, good morning. Good morning, y'all. Good morning. Come on in. Happy hump day to you. You're driving and you listening. Okay, Miss Parker, I appreciate you. Thank you for the support this morning. I love him and I'm praying for you and the family over there. Hey, Miss Faith, everybody. Let's get into it. I'm waiting for folks. Some folks could come in, but I'm waiting and stuff. And I'm just saying I just do something what was placed on my heart to do today. Everything that's going on in the world right now, I've been watching. I've been sitting in the YouTube bushes. I've been dealing with my health in and out the hospital. So I say let's talk about it today. Okay, Nisa, it's time to come on out the woodwork. Let's talk about it. Uh, I've been keeping up with the Nazara Harris case, watching what's going on. Miss Parker doing a good job at covering it. So, Miss Parker, if you get a chance to somewhere, drop your link into the chat. And I promise you, y'all, I'll be out. The more I go live and stuff, I could be better at it and record and stuff like that. I'm gonna start dropping everybody's content creators that are content creators. I'm gonna start dropping y'all links in my description so people could click on and start going to y'all channels. Um, Again, you want to know about Nazara Harris? I would say go over to Miss Parker's channel. She does a great, awesome job in keeping that going. Um, right now, I really want to get into the what's going on in the world today. Kids is not safe anymore. You have women's not safe. I'm here in Houston. Okay, Ace Town. We have an actual serial killer out here. They're not talking about that. Yes, we have an actual serial killer that they just not trying to come out and tell the truth about it because they've been knowing that over a total of 15 bodies has been spread it out over the bayou areas. The last one they just found was in Greenspoint Bayou. Another one was a college student, African American young lady. She was found by Brays Bayou, and we're just now finding out. How are you doing? And we're just now finding out that over the this on this course of this year on alone, it has been a total of 15 bodies, and last week alone, it was a total of 13, with the exception of that last one on Greensboro, we made it 14. So what's going on in our city, my city, what's going on? We don't know what's going on. At Houston, we need y'all. We need some answers. We need some answers. How is it that these young ladies and they're getting snatched up, they're getting taken away, and they're getting be able to be disposed all around the city at different bayou places? Buffalo Bayou, Brays Bayou, Greens Point. I mean, Greens Bayou, all of this stuff, and nobody knows nothing. Everybody want to stay hush. Everybody in the political sense. Well, we need answers because if we voted for you to be in our city, or we voted for you guys to keep us safe, then we need that. We need that. Um, this morning, Miss Parker say, right. Faithy said, "How are you doing now?" My health is. I have to have major surgery. There's a whole lot that I'm trying to deal with behind the scenes. I'm still dealing with the cancer. Cancer is spreading throughout my body. That's another mental situation because when you're in pain all day long and you fighting and this thing is eating you away, it's eating you away. Um, it's been moments where I have actually been ready to check out. Lord say, but He said, "No, I still got work for you to do." With that being said, I'm gonna be busy next month getting ready for surgeries and a lot of other stuff that has been taking place. But I've been trying to keep my strength by supporting the content creators like Miss Park. I may not say much when I come in the chat room, but I'm there. Just want you to know I'm there. My presence. Same way with G Squad. I come in. I could say a hi and everything, Miss Faith, but I'm just want y'all to know I'm there. It just I be laying down and barely could get up, but I'm there. Um, Back to now. Let's go back into. Let me speak on Ramika Meeks right quick. If for those who don't know, Ramika Blackman Meeks was the young lady. About some weeks ago, she had dropped her son off at school. As she drops her son off at school, she gets and coming out, she gets into an altercation with her son's father and his girlfriend. Now, with here's where the conflicting stories comes about. Mm. The conflicting stories is this, and I can tell you what's really the truth and which is lies. The conflicting stories is, oh, she wasn't at the school. They was up the street, but they was in front of the school. They was at the school zone. Um, she blocked her in where her car was parked on the side, which was a white car. Um, Holly's, where AKA Khadijah, car was in the back. She had space to go between, and then the baby daddy car was in front. They goes and says, "Oh, she was fighting with Holly." Well, it was said, and from the witnesses that was out there, that the baby daddy was attacking her first. So if the baby dad, if Carlos was attacking her first and throwing her into the between the door and in inner part of the on the driver's side, for Holly to come up, you put her in a headlock for Holly to come up and go back to the car and say she got her. He said, "Oh, because she got a gun," and I mean, pow pow, and then she's gonna say, and she's gonna break out and say, "Well, I'm a pow pow you," that type of thing. That's not self defense. Another rumor is that, hey, they never met face to face. This was the first time. We're still trying to confirm that situation, and some people have said that as well. Because I don't understand how you're going to get a protection order on someone that you have never met face to face. All y'all been doing is going at it online or on the telephone. I can get that and I understand that, but I just don't understand how was she able to get these protection orders. I'll tell you how. She's able to get it because, again, when you have people that's in the political field and and they're on that force, and you got some influence, and you have somebody in your family that could call in a favor, it's a whole lot of stuff that you could get done. You know, there's a whole lot of stuff that you could get done. The other thing about it is, I pray for her son. I'm praying for her family. I'm praying for Miss Tina, because right now they are getting. But I thank God that they had to first of all lay her to rest, get this behind them. Now she's in the fight for her life because she's had to fight fight for full custody of her grandson. She's still dealing with CPS on that. She's still trying to get the state to put charges on this lady. Excuse me. She's trying to get the people to put charges on this lady because, again, she's screaming. She was feared for her life. We don't see how she did that. She's screaming. She has a gun license. True that. So that be fact. You have a gun license, but you was not in an intimate danger, because if you can run to the car and get your car, if you could turn, run to the car, get your power, you had time enough to think. You had time enough to cool off. That entails, she's trying to say that she was danger. How was you in danger if she was already in headlock? She couldn't come to you. She couldn't run to you. So again, we're looking at a situation where favoritism is going on in Cook County. Cook County, this is for you. This is what I have for you. And y'all, please hit the like button, share, subscribe, share this video so it can get out in our algorithm. I'm new to content creating, but I'm learning. This is what I want to know with Cook County. You were so quick and so rushed to send R. Kelly to jail. You were you did everything. And here's the thing: what I know for a fact on his case, half of those heifers was in there. They lied. I'm not victim shaming this, but some of this stuff was lies and stuff. Because when you went through it with a fine tooth comb, you could tell that they was lying. But because you people have a problem with this man who was acquitted back in 1994, the first go round situations, and then y'all pull it back again to pull a case. We could, excuse me, y'all. I had to take this medicine. I'm sorry. Excuse me, now. but y'all pulled it back again, all because some parents decide they get mad at him, and because he wouldn't put they vocals on some deodors type things. Or, I'm trying to figure another way to word it. Some little X toys, and he wouldn't do that. So y'all took it upon yourselves to, okay, we're gonna get you for taking our daughters and this and that, but not telling the whole world that you put your daughters there, you placed them there. You drove them when the man sent the child back. You drove them there. I say all this to say this. I say all that to say this. Cook County, you was quick to put a man, a celebrity, or R&B singer, into jail without significant evidence. Okay, without some, you got manufactured evidence. You didn't put him in jail on based on what y'all have, and there were evidence to clear him, but you didn't. But then here's evidence to put someone in jail who solely did it in broad daylight in front of everybody, and y'all won't even touch her. Don't make no sense right here. It don't make no sense. You won't even touch her. Evidence. Just because I'm in a stand your ground state. Just because you say I fear for my life, it has to show that you fearing for your life. You standing out in the public. You standing out in the public. And then you go to another thing is that I'm hearing people say, well, oh, she shouldn't have been there. Oh, not that Holly, because Holly shouldn't have been there. But they were saying, Ramika, she boxed her in. She boxed her in. Again, the question that we all need to be asking is, why was you there that morning? Why did you come up to the school? Your son is, you have a newborn child. That child don't go to that school. His kid go to that school. So why did you go up there? And you knew this lady was up there to take her son to school. So why did you go? Why did you attend? So that's the main factor everybody's looking at. How was she in danger? But you went to where she was located at. Make it make sense. If this person is harassing you and doing all this stuff and trying to harm you, why go to danger? Don't you run from it? Why do you run to it? It makes no sense. It makes no sense at all on the situation that took place. It makes no sense at all. What is this world is coming to? That's the question I'm asking right about now. What is the world coming to? I mean, we have lynching in Mississippi. A lot of people was like, "Oh, what happened? What happened?" Thought we back to that, baby. It never stopped. Mississippi is a sundown state. I don't care which part of Mississippi you go to, whether it's Meridian, Natchez, all that Louisiana, some parts of Texas. I'm in Houston, but you got San Antonio. You got some parts in Texas over here. You can't go around Baton Rouge and stay in some, Beaumont, Texas. You can't go into the certain parts of that part or in a certain part of the apartment complex where it's all predominantly white or racist. KKK still exists. Y'all think they left? You thought they was gonna leave? Hey, we got a whole president whose dad was the Grand Wizard, grandfather, or whoever was the Grand Wizard. They still, well, his family was members of the KKK. Make it make sense right now. So do our kind African Americans, our blacks, do you truly feel that we're protected in this time? Some of these, like they say, oh, it's a freedom of speech. Yeah, for the Caucasians, but not for the Browns, not for us. There is no freedom of speech. You mess around and say the wrong thing, you in jail. Prime example. Right now, everybody's getting arrested and expelled on charge for saying anything negative about this man, Charlie Kirk. Unfortunately, I've never heard of this man. Didn't know what he did. I'm not into politics like that, but I was thinking about maybe I should get into it. I don't know. It's like covering crime stories. It makes you angry. It makes you angry. So again, if you mention this man's name and it's not done in a you praising him type way, you lose sponsorships. Look at what happened with Jimmy Kimmel. Jimmy Kimball. Um They did, but see, Disney messed around and found out. Yeah, that one there had some power behind him because they lost in one night. They lost billions and billions of dollars in one night. They thought they was doing something. They thought they was doing something. And see, they got done too. Cause everybody not fair play these games with y'all trying to counsel this council culture right now that's going on. Everybody not fair to play these games at all. I don't see the point. Never, like I said, I've never heard of this man. I don't know. I mean, I might take a moment and start researching and find out what did he stand for? What was he talking about? What was the issue? He didn't strike. He's not nothing for me to talk about because I really don't know. But I did watch some of the videos where I was paying attention to some of the videos where certain college students, African Americans, was getting arrested and expelled because they mentioned something about this Charlie Kirk guy. I guess I'm saying it right, Charlie Kirk. So with that being said, I'm like, they didn't do none of that. They was laughing and marking Floyd, and nobody got suspended. Nobody got arrested. None of that. They was cheering on the cops. Breonna Taylor. They wasn't. They was marking her. Trayvon Martin. They was marking him and his family. I don't see nobody, being arrested for being negative towards that family. And rest in peace, Trayvon Martin. His name should never. I'm never gonna let that little baby's name die because it was unfortunate what happened to him. In his father's house, at visiting his father, for the summer and stuff. He was going over. I mean, basically, I think it was for the weekend. But he was on the phone with his girlfriend, and he was walking back from the store, and this overzealous security guard, because he wasn't a cop, he was a security guard or whatever he called himself to be, decided because he don't like our skin. You just because you saw him with a hoodie on, because it was cold out there that night. You saw him with a hoodie on. He's on the phone with his girlfriend, and you wanted to attack him. The boy was inches away from his house, out from his house, and you ended up powering this boy in the back, wrestling him down, and then popping him in the back. It was nothing this young baby could do. So imagine a mother to get the phone call. Dad didn't find out about it. The dad didn't find out about it the next day, the next morning. But again, later on in the night, he did they heard the gunshots and stuff like that, but he didn't realize this was his son. That's a horrible feeling. It's a horrible feeling. It's a horrible feeling at this point. Again, what's going on in the world, everybody? Just, you can drop down, leave a comment. I would love to hear everybody's comment and y'all opinions. And like I said, I'm not a professional at the CC thing yet. I hand that over to Miss Parker, G Squad, and all the content creators that I've taken a look at. Co-piece, all of them. Another person who's covering the Ramika Meeks case. You can go over to They Lies and check them out and you could get more and more information about the cases and stuff. So again, people, I'm worried about our community. I'm worried about our children. We got kids. That's another case that I would love for Miss Parker to cover, because I'm learning how to do some of this stuff, but I know she's an awesome and great person that could cover it good. That was a young boy. I got to look at where he was from. I think it was from Illinois, but they found him hanging in the bathroom. He hasn't passed away or anything, but he's still in the hospital, critical condition. But nobody at the school knows nothing. 7-year old, a 7-year old hanging from the bathroom stall by a rope. How? How? Nobody has any answers. He's the second child this week that they found, African American child this week that they found in the restroom. So again, we all asking this question. It's pissing everybody off. What is going on? Y'all taking the kids ain't safe at the school anymore. You can't nobody, and then it's so for a place that has so many cameras, y'all don't know nothing. You had to see that baby go in that restroom. You have to see somebody that went in there after him or could have already been in there. Let's talk about it. Those are the things they don't want to talk about. These are the things they want to keep hiding and keep hiding and hiding and hiding. Where is the justice for our children? Where's the justice for the Black women? Where's the justice for our people altogether? Where's the justice? Why do we have to fight so hard to get the respect that we need and we deserve? Why do we have to fight so hard to be recognized? But everybody else get justice just like that. They ain't take them long to grab at Charles Manson. They ain't take them long to get to the Unabomber. They ain't take that long. None of that. But us, our kind, we don't deserve it. They like the black on black crime situation. What's going down in Chicago? What's going down with these drill rappers? What's going down in Alabama? Women not protected. Women with strength, especially in Alabama. I have to go ahead and call a spade, especially in Alabama. Don't want to. I didn't want to bring up Melanie Cherie name, but I'm just gonna bring up just this one time. But look at what she's having to do, and you have to be strong to have to come out and do. And it does take a mighty strength, a different type of person to be able to handle what she's handling in the public. Still try to run a multimillionaire type business, a full-time mom 24/7 with the help of her mom. She's getting that support that she needs, but then you also have a narcissistic ex and his bird brain that's constant. That's harassment, 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 harassment. This man have let her know behind the scenes, and she tried to tell us so many words without actually saying it. This man has threatened her life in many, many, many times. And this is why she have to have a round the clock bodyguard. He has threatened her life many, many times. And he's pretty much letting her know, if you don't come back to me, I'm going to take you that out. But even she even know that even if I go back to him, he's going to take us all out. So she's not safe anyway, because once he get where I want to get in and he want to get a hold of her business, that's where it comes from. We picked the wrong men, and not knowing we done picked the wrong men because we are so in love. We so in love with this person. He loves me. He's gonna protect me. He's gonna do all these things for me. We picked the wrong men, but it's like in the beginning, they don't show us at first that they crazy and deranged. They don't show us that, hey, we feel a black in your eye. They always set up a persona like, hey, I love you and I'm gonna treat you better than the next person, because that's what our biggest mistake. We I know it was mine. I don't know about everybody else, but it was my mistake because I always would tell the next man I meet about what I had to deal with in a previous relationship and not paying attention to, hey, he taking notes, because that's what he gonna end up doing. He taking notes. Then by the time we realize we done got with the wrong person, we done got with a devil, we done got with a narcissist, we done got with a illers. By the time we realize that, it is too late. I was blessed and fortunate enough to walk out. Although I had came face to face with Pows in the face. I done came face to face with Ben Tyler. I had to literally get one to walk out the front door because I was like we was at a standoff, like a Western type thing. But some of my other sisters in the world, the young babies in the world, it's not that lucky. Romika Meeks, she left the man alone. He was playing two sides. He was being with her 1 minute, being with the other baby mama the next. He was being with her 1 minute, and then she just said, you know what? I'm tired. We done all been there. We done that. She said, you know what? I'm tired. I'm not finna go back and forth with you. Like 1 minute you over here telling me that you want me and we gonna work this out and be a family, but you saying that same mess to her. I've been there, had that done to me in my marriage. And I'm like, your words is not matching up with your actions. You telling me I'm here to work on our marriage and I'm done with this person, but you were still meeting up with this woman, made a baby with this woman, and the woman is married. You did all of that. You did all of that for what? But then the moment I said, hey, I'm done. Sign filed for a divorce. Came back with the papers. Here, sign it. You said you was gonna sign it. And next thing I know, I get a knife to my throat. What was all that about? Same with Ramika. She told him she was done. She didn't want to be with him no more. We just gonna co-parent Faggy. What did you do? He started, Carlos, what you do? Decided that, hey, if I can't have you and nobody else with you, gonna come back to me or else. He did a song. It's out on. It's out in the YouTube streets. It's out all on the video. Some people have it. He did a video where he made a song and said that if she leaves me, I'ma ill her. Bragged about it in a song. And what happened? His baby mama is gone. It's her that he was obsessed with. It was her that Khadijah was obsessed with. So much so, you were wearing her clothes, her hand-me-downs. You was wearing her clothes, jewelry that he took from her, stole out of her house and brought it back. You're so obsessed. So obsessed. Like, really, this is what we doing now? This is how we handle it now? It's crazy, it's ridiculous. So again, as I say, and as I bring this to an end, because I don't want to be just rambling and bore y'all. But leave a comment down below. Let me tell me what you think about what's going on with the Ramika Meeks case. What's going on with the Nazara Harris case? What you feel about that? What you feel about black people? Period. The women. Period. What's going on in the world? Do you agree that we are not protected? I'll speak whether we black, white, whether you're male or female, that our kind is not protected. We don't have that freedom of speech. We can't do what the other races are allowed to do. We can't say what the other races is allowed to say. So what is going to change? What's the difference into that? What is going to change? What is going to change? So again, drop down. Let me know in the comments what y'all feel, what y'all thinking, and what you think about this whole situation. Tell me also what y'all feel once you see about the little boy, and I'm gonna come back later on, and I'm gonna actually see if I can pull up some video clips and stuff and kind of show it, and about the little baby, the 7-year-old who was found hung. You can't even let your children go to school anymore. It used to be a time when we was coming up, we was going to school. Parents didn't have to worry about. They didn't have to worry about us going to school and having to get a phone call that somebody tried to lynch you in the restroom. And principals and all that covering up. They didn't have to worry about that because we was a different type of breed. First of all, you got to fight me to get one around me because it was just on and popping with me. I stayed fighting in the bathroom. It was just, you're not gonna jump me. Your head was stuck between the stalls some sort of way. Cause me, I'm not no easy win. You ain't gonna just come up on me like that. It's not. And Miss Faith said, she said, praying for your healing. Thank you, Miss Faith. And you said it's sad when he showed up to the funeral. Funeral would left a funeral. Let me say would left a different way. Yeah, but see, you know what though, Miss Faith? Check this out. He had been him and his family, they had been shooting shots. Cause baby, I had to argue with I left some comments in on one of the friends that claimed to be the friend or the brother or whatever, but it didn't matter because all of them was on under troll accounts. And they was on Miss Lashay's Miss Lasheila's Facebook page, which is the mother's Miss Tina's sister. And that's Ramika's auntie. So y'all over there, the lady breathing, she's trying to do some stuff, and y'all leaving disrespectful comment. Oh yeah, I got in there. We was all in there brawling with our words. Because what you're not gonna do is disrespect this family, and y'all trying to make her look like, oh, she's the AB or she's the aggressor, she's this. She may have been, but on that particular day, she was not. The girl was late already, dropping a kid off, trying to hurry up and rush and get to work because she was late for work. Everything. I'm saying to myself, what if she would have been early? She probably would have missed them, or they would have missed her. Or another possibility was, could he have been already sitting at the school waiting for her? Because allegedly, this girl had been sitting up at the school all night. One of them has been. They was sitting up there they was there early. So when she pulled up, so they was already mapping out. They was already, or however his situation was, the girl pulled up on him. So that means he had to been there. And then she pulled up because they were in two different cars. They was in two different cars, and it was saying that he was supposed to went to the gym. But why you didn't go to the gym? Why did you end up at this baby school? You could have got another family member. You wanted to see the baby that bad, get another family member to do that. Her funeral was sad, And the thing about it was, Miss Faye, the thing about it was, he was being bold about it. He let it be known he was gonna show up, which was totally. That's another way of saying I'm gonna spit on her casket. I'm finna spit on all y'all because y'all ain't gonna stop me from coming up in there and then try to, he's a narc. He needs to showcase. He needs that. But again, hadn't it been me and my people, as soon as they would have let the word know that he was out there, we was rolling. We going out there. We gonna do what we gonna have to do. We gonna stomp that down. We're gonna stomp the yard if that's what you want to call it. But yeah, that was totally disrespectful. I think he's playing in their face. I think he's looking at the situation with, because again, allegedly, according to some reports, that he's actually some type of bank scammer or something, and never got charged for it. But there are evidence out there. So while they keep bypassing him and her through the law, we would never understand. We would never know. However, um, we gonna pray for justice for Ramika. We gonna pray for justice for Miss Tina, the whole, Meeks and family, all of them. I pray for, we gonna wrap our arms around this CJ, praying that God will, intervene, because I prefer that they get locked up before street justice take over. So right now, y'all, again, I'm finna bring this to a close. I need y'all to hit the like button, share, subscribe, and let's get this out in the algorithm. There is a petition. You can go on Facebook to Miss Lashida's page. There is a petition out, justice for Ramika. So let's get into that. And, let's get justice for our kind as well. We need justice when we need protection. All right. So thank you. Y'all all have a blessed morning.